welcome to Audacious Show. I'm so privileged to talk to you this wonderful time. I believe you are good and you are doing well. This is the show to motivate you, inspire you, and encourage you, to give you hope in doing marvelous things. Today we are so blessed to host our one and only Member of Parliament, Fort Portal City, Honorable Alex RUHUNDA. If you are from Fort Portal, if you are from Kabarole District, please cheer up as we welcome him. Akik, we are happy to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming to my show.
Yeah, pleasure is mine.
I really am proud and I feel confidence that you have believed in me and you were so humble to accept my invitation. Yeah, I was trying to reach out to you and you did not make things hard for me. You just accepted. So I'm so humbled to thank you for the humility as a leader, and I believe that is one of the things that is keeping you and sustaining you wherever you are. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm fine. Here planning for the Mother's Day tomorrow.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So greet the viewers. There are those from Fort Portal.
Yeah, viewers, I greet you and in the name of the Lord.
Wow.
I am happy that you found time, Audacious talk show.
Yes.
Getting me and sharing
yes.
my wisdom with you. So I'm happy and I wish you good viewing.
Wow. Kike, I'm calling you Akik because that is the way we respect the old people in Kabarole, like we call them pet names, but you are honorable. That one can be understood everywhere. So I want to appreciate you for the work done in our city. I'm now proud of my town. Fort Portal is no longer a town.
Yes.
It is now a city. I remember by the time you started, by the time you took over as an MP, you started with the slogan, the word Nikisoboka. What's behind that? Because along the way, it has become possible. Fort Portal is no longer a town, but it is now a city.
Yeah, firstly, Nikisoboka is a spiritual word.
Yes.
Because we human beings, we are spiritual beings. And I derived it from the Bible.
Wow, wow.
Because in the Bible there are only 4 things which I concentrated on. The first one is to know that God created us in His image.
Yeah, that's true.
Now that gave me confidence, because if I carry God with me, then I must do the undoable.
Wow, that's awesome.
Because when God was creating the world, He did so many things that you can't believe. But if I carry the image of God,
yes,
then I should also be as creative as possible, such that I can also leave a mark before I leave the earth.
I love that.
So that was one. Then the second one is that He said, go and be the masters of the universe. So I grew up knowing I am a master of the universe.
Wow.
So that in itself made me develop mastery skills.
Wow.
Because I am a master of the universe, so I should really be.
Wow.
And I have always been telling many people, especially Africans, why they don't like, they don't find that power in them to know that they are the masters.
Yes, we are
and
here.
The third is of course that we have to sweat for what we eat.
Yes.
So it means that you must work hard.
Wow.
You must have that resilience of knowing that you must work hard in order to be successful.
Okay.
And of course the fourth is that we have limited time. We can only be here for a given period.
That is awesome. I love the hard work, because we cannot separate success from hard work. Yeah, they work together hand in hand. It means if you want to be successful, you have to work hard.
You must.
Yes, and also people have to believe that things are possible. So some have the mentality believing that it is you who can do it. Because you are honorable, you are a member of parliament, or someone else, but I want to encourage viewers and I want to encourage my fellow youths that Nikisoboka, it is possible, because Jesus also mentioned it. I have a quote in the Bible, is it Matthew 19:26, that with man it is impossible, but with God all things are possible.
You can see you are holding a phone, and the cameras are getting us. It means there are those who thought about making that.
Yes.
So what makes you think that your job is only using other people's innovations, and you can't innovate?
Wow.
So it means that you know you must grow up from that mindset that makes you think you are nobody, or you don't have the capacity, or you can't manage, or you can't succeed. So when you think like that, then you remain small.
Okay.
And for me, I refuse the fact that I know that God created humans with brains.
Yes.
And it means that you must have that brain to work, because it is the brain, it's the brain which steers everything on this earth. It means there are some people who must do the thinking, and they must concentrate and have the focus and get things moving. So to me, I grew up thinking like that on my head.
I think people should hear that.
Yeah, I carried matoke, I dug, go to the farm. I did all that, a peasant home does.
I understand.
So there is nothing I never. But as I was doing that, I was telling myself, I'm not going to remain this way. I can't. I hated it. So I said I must really improve. I must transform. And then I was looking at other societies, and they say, but what did these whites do? Did they bribe God? What did they do? What are the Chinese doing that we Africans cannot do? So why should other societies excel, enjoy the wealth of this world, and then for us what we are only doing is suffer? That's crazy.
Yes.
It is crazy thinking.
Yeah.
You know God from the three principles that I pick. It is very clear that when you are organized, when you believe in yourself, when you know God created you for a purpose, there are things that you will do, and then everybody will be amazed. You say, wow. So, because they have been done, you are not going to say things are impossible.
I want us to tell us about KRC.
Oh,
this is it has been there for a long time.
Yes.
And I've just come to know when I've grown up that you are the founder of KRC, that is Kabalo Research Center. Now, how did this start and when?
In 1995, when I was in the second year at Makerere University.
Wow.
I promised myself that when I finish the university, I must go back home and begin something that should add value to the people. Wow. Because I felt, each time I was at university, I was asking myself, why am I here? How come that, through the primary, St. Peter Primary, all those I studied with, I found maybe one or two were the ones at the university. Where did the others go?
Sure.
Now I was saying, I am here at the university, so what is it that I can do to show that I have really been in an intellectual arena? And then I can take back to the people who worked hard to make sure that I reach university.
Okay.
Because we were brought up by community. It's not like these days when everybody is surviving on their own. But for me, this was community. Everybody, where you go, they feed you, they look after you, they teach you how to behave, they wish you the best. So when I had that type of environment, I was saying, I must go back home.
Wow.
Now the cardinal question which kept lingering in my mind was that when I go back home, what is it that I'm going to do? And then I said I must go into research.
Wow.
Because research is the open tool that can give you answers to all the challenges that confronts you on a daily basis.
Okay.
It means you must have the ability to investigate, know the problem, and solve it.
And solve it.
So I said, I will not do anything. I'm going to begin a research center.
And that,
in Fort Portal.
Which year was that?
That was 1996.
How old were you then?
I was 24 years.
Oh my God, youths who are there, it means even at 24 you can start up something great.
Yes, and I was, I had that belief because many people were saying research has to be done by professors. You are not one. You don't have a master's degree. You cannot do research. And I said, but then I read books and I said, people who started innovations, new ideas, they were not professors. Yeah, it was individuals who would be inquisitive and they come up with theories that now had to impact the whole globe. So I said, I am one of those, and I must be one of those. So I did it. And you know, when I started it, they thought it was going to collapse. I continued, and they had the belief. Now it is 28 years old. Oh my God. It's a 28 years old organization. It is working throughout the country, right from West Nile, northern Uganda, and you come to the western Uganda. It has provided. It has offices here in Kampala as well.
It has provided many job opportunities to many.
Of course, trained so many. The first thing I told my staff is that I must send them abroad. They go to Europe, pick the knowledge, come back and apply it. I was encouraging them to think big, look at the world in its bigness, and I think that has been a very noble contribution. And when I was 27, I said I don't want to depend on income of the research organization because an NGO. Then I said I need to get money. I started together with my two colleagues, my friends, we started Dutch Communications.
Wow.
So that is a company. We started with 2 staff. Now we have over 120. So that is a purely private sector. So, but I continued research. I continued building both, and they are reasonably successful. And they have come up with a lot of
and after doing all this work, I can see great things. And then you came up with, how did you come up with the idea? You are now a honorary for years.
Yeah, well, I actually was not, it was not in my plans to become a politician. Because me, as just a researcher, you are preoccupied with so many things. But along the way, because of the studies I had done and the modules I had developed, the world got to know me. And then the global thinkers started interfacing with me to look at my view of the world from an African point of view, from a Ugandan point of view. What knowledge are you adding to the world? What are the new innovations that you are having? So because of that, in 2007, I was elected the president of the global think tank called ISCD, the International Association for Community Development. It's a think tank based in Scotland. So I became the first black president since 1962 when it was formed. And no other black has ever succeeded at becoming a president. And I was also the youngest because I was at the age of 35 when I was elected the president of that global think tank. So I was young, I was black, and those 2 records, they haven't been broken. But along the way, when I was in those engagements, I realized I was getting lost into the world because the globe has so many issues. So you find you cannot have impact. So when I started doing my self-analysis, along the way, then the people of Fort Portal, the leadership of Fort Portal approached me and said, you are the guy who can provide leadership. We have seen you tested. You have run institutions and they are successful. So you can come and we tap into your wisdom. So that is when I said, well, I think I should. Then I told them, now what do you want me to do when I come? It was a small municipality. People are thinking small, and I told them, no, if I come, I want to see Fort Portal elevated to a city.
Nikisoboka.
And that was 2010, and they could not believe it.
Yes, that's true.
You know, they said, no, that is impossible. We were in the meeting and they said it is impossible. And they told them, Nikisoboka.
Wow.
Because that is what drives me.
Yeah.
So I have that conviction that if you put your heads together, you cannot fail.
Wow.
And that's why in 2002, when the elders led by Professor Kumayo Justice Manyindo came up with the university, Mountains of the Moon, I jumped on it.
Wow.
And I started supporting it. I started getting money from my researchers, putting into the university. And now we have a public university.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's a big university now that we have in Toro.
Yeah,
So, Mountains of the Moon University.
Wow.
So that's what I feel, that along the road journey, you know, of my life, there are things which I put my mind to, and they have seen them come up.
And
so that's why we now say we must innovate, because in research, like KRC, we are supposed to look for solutions.
Okay.
So we have said, let's go into the technological world. Yeah, so we have the first biorefinery.
Yeah, tell us about that.
The first biorefinery is the extraction of protein from grass. So we're now making animal feeds.
Yeah.
So we, yeah, of course.
Wow, so we no longer have to travel distances to look for that protein for our...
No, we have the answer, we have the solution.
Wow,
it's the first in Africa actually established. It's in Fort Portal, first technology we have brought.
Wow.
We are looking, right now we are working with the city to solve the garbage problem by getting a factory which makes briquettes out of waste. Wow. So we have already, that is now on the ground. We are commissioning it. We have also addressing the nutritional needs. We are now into the cashe cow. You know, getting the dairy animals for milk, purely milk business. So we are now getting farmers organized. And they are having cows to feed the city. And now I said, well, now all those as they are taking on, I said, no, I must come up with because I'm looking at the smart people, smart technology, smart city.
Wow, that's...
So now that's how I sat with my friends and we said, let's come up with Bridge Institute of Information Technology. So that is the new one on the block.
Is this a technology? Is it an institution?
Yeah, it is purely IT, skilling. We want innovators. We have the hub, innovation hubs. So you have an idea as a youth, you come, we incubate it, we experiment it, and then we send it to the market and you create jobs.
This is wonderful.
So that's Bridge Institute of Information Technology. So I feel that unless we don't, you know, it is having a group of knowledge. It's not that you must be the master of the knowledge. Yeah. So for you, Nyangoma, you have your skill, your talent.
Yes.
So it is seeing how can I brave your talent.
More knowledge about what you want to do. Is it something like this?
Yeah, you see, when I had the idea of research, many people discouraged me. They said, you don't have a PhD. Who will believe in your research? You don't have, you are not a certified researcher. And they told them to hell. Me, I'm doing research for my own good and for solving societal needs. Those who will value my research are the ones I'm going to sit with and solve a problem. So I don't care whether it is approved by Oxford or by publishers or what. I said for me the most fundamental point is there a problem? Yes. Can we get to know about it? Yes. Can we find a solution for it? Yes. Then let us work. That is the spirit. Because you know you are brought up in a way like you must get assurance, or you must get the people who can now qualify you for whatever you are doing. You need an approval. You need an approval. No. Yeah, you know, like I was shocked when I was campaigning. I moved in each home. I did house to house, and one of the reasons why I walked the whole of Fort Portal then was I wanted to know how the people are living. These people are going to give me votes. What is their livelihood like? At what level are they? Because I don't want to meet people on a rally. They just vote you when you don't understand them, when you don't know them. But I was shocked when I found people are still using three stones to cook. I could not believe it. Was so shocking.
You were amazed.
Yeah, I said, in this 21st century, in this modern era, people are still using 3 stones to cook.
With firewood.
They have not even learned the basic physics, the basic science. You know how you can use heat and condense heat in order to give you quick returns. Now you spend all the time firewood. Yeah. You put there and there, this side and there. I just couldn't believe it. I said, what? Yeah. You mean they've never educated people from their homes? And I found it very, very strange, because many of the families, they had at least 1 or 2 who have even gone to university. And those fellas, they go and they get jobs, or they go wherever they are, and they are not bothered to create change at home. You know, positive change. Why should you live life of the village in that state? So immediately I was elected, I went on a campaign of chasing 3 stones from homes. And they worked on 10,000 households. Wow. With the modern Lorena stove. Yeah, I looked for the new technologies. And I said, these things can, really, you sit down and you're going to waste a lot of smoke, whatnot. It was very irritating. So it is that determination. I mean, you know that determination. Like now I'm talking about smart city. Because I know it is possible, it can be applied. It is. You see, we can do smarter. You know, why should you go walk long distances to get transport when you have a smartphone? So you say, isn't there a way how you can order transport using your phone online?
I understand.
Yeah, that's being smart. Do you need to keep going, opening shops everywhere so that customers can see your products? Can't you get the customers online? Yeah, instead of marketing, I mean yourselves, I see people, my snapshots, my what, people in TikTok, they are busy, Snapchat. You know, Snapchat. I said, but can't you use that to market?
Yeah, to do something better.
Because like right now, if I throw something on my WhatsApp or my status, immediately I get like 400, 500, 800 people viewing. So it means that you have been able to reach so many within seconds. Yeah. You see?
Now how about if we share something innovative?
Exactly. Because now the world has provided people who have innovated. They have pushed technology they have made the whole globe be one village. Wow. Now whenever they say the globe is one village, then people would just wonder. But right now I can communicate, I can do a job in America when I'm here in Fort Portal. Yeah. I can do a job anywhere. You know, when I was starting KRC, I told everybody that I have come here, but my mission is the whole world. The whole world must get to know that I exist. Wow. So it means that I come with the global thinking, but I start with the micro. But I know that as I'm doing this small, but it must go big. Okay. Yeah, so you must get to know that any like for instance, I use the analogy of the going to the moon. You must have a base. You must have a base, then you hit to the moon. You can't just reach the moon without coming from a base. So it means whenever you have an idea, you must first know where is the base, where this idea can flourish, can grow. And that is where you begin now. Your brain must begin working and say, where do I move to get this idea work?
You don't apply your idea anywhere.
So you can't, because as I told you that when I had the idea of research, even the idea of the business I shared, there are some who discouraged me completely. But then for me, I said, I want to make money. Then when I make this money, I use it without anybody conditioning me. So why should I keep begging Europeans for money, and then they are putting conditions? And when I want to solve problems, I know that I will be breaking the rules, because the money is meant for a certain specific activity. I can't divert from it. And yet there are other needs that you see you need money to solve. So then your head has to work. How can I get money outside this arrangement?
Well, Kakisha, I can see you are full of wisdom, motivation, and we need this as a younger generation. And I'm coming to know, like, the younger generation has to work together with the old generation, because these days we may have the talents, we may have the gifts, but we don't have the experience. So like if we bring closer people like you and inquire for, maybe have an idea, but the experience I don't have, it means like I may not be successful in what I'm doing, though you may try hard. So we need to work together. So I have a question, it is my own, but I know it will help the viewers too. Tell me something about life that can help me live mine better.
The life, it is very clear. One is that you must first create your heaven on earth. So remove from your head of saying you are going to lead a better life after you have died. The moment you begin thinking like that, you will then be a suffering person on this earth. You will just come to terms with it. You will even love it, because you think here on earth we are visitors, and then you are going to join somewhere and you die, then you lead a better life. Now when you have that mindset, you become a big problem here on earth, because you are not giving your best. You're not giving your best. You are only just living like a tenant. You know, like somebody, like a squatter. You see, if you make your life like that of a squatter on earth, then you live like a squatter. So you must just know you are a landlord on this earth. A master of the universe, remember?
Yeah, we started with that.
So why should you, you know, like whenever I see people stealing, you know, maybe public resources and so on, then someone says God will punish them. But this is stealing, and you are saying God will punish them. That is defeatism.
You have nothing to
yeah, because it means you are saying these Bazungu, whatever they are doing to us here, God will punish them. But why don't you say, I have to fight for my existence. I must also have equal rights on this planet. So you have to put that in your mind, and then you become successful, because you see it is here in the brain. The brain is the architecture, it is the design of everything, good or evil. Everything is here. So the moment you feed your brain with the negative laziness, for instance, laziness, you know, you feel you can't do much. You are comfortable with very little. Then you feel you must go and beg elsewhere in order to get. Those are very, very terrible. They call it a poverty of the mind. You are just tying your mind, and you lead a very miserable life, because you have chosen that path. It looks very easy when you get used to free things. But for me, whenever I grew up, I did not. My father retired me. I was my last born out of 10 children.
Wow.
Now, when I grew up, when my father had already retired, so it means that I had to struggle to get school fees.
Okay.
But then I said, how do I get school fees? I would go visit my sisters wherever they are married. When I reach there, then I start doing house chores. I clean the house, I wash the plates, I wash clothes, I iron for my brother-in-law, everything. They said, this boy is so good. And then they give me money.
Okay.
Yeah, I would never, you know, even beg, say, give me. They would just say, this guy, everybody would fight to have me at their home. Yeah, because I knew I am here. Not because of my sister being a relative, or my sister does not qualify me for the husband to give me fees.
Okay.
I must work for it.
Wow.
So I did not like this business of being pampered. You know, you get spoiled because somebody is feeding you. That's terrible.
That's
so I would hate. First, I developed hatred for poverty.
Okay.
I hated it. Yes, you see, you must learn these things. You hate something. When you hate it, then there is a way your brain will work to give you the best, because you are aware about it. So I did not like people who tell lies, or who just want to eat in kavuyo. You know, like, you know, you playing on people's brains. I didn't like that. So it means there are certain things, principles that you adopt, and then they are able to shape you and make you a successful person.
That is awesome. Viewers, we are so blessed. We are having a good time here with Honorable Alex RUHUNDA. We are getting motivated. We are getting wisdom. And please apply this wisdom wherever you are listening from. And Kiki, above all, we can talk the whole day, but I really wanted to appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yes, I wanted to appreciate you for turning Fort Portal town into Fort Portal city.
Yeah.
It is no longer town, it is a city. There is a very big change.
Yes, it is growing. It's growing at a fast speed. Many people are coming to invest. It is the best place you can be in the whole world. It has the best climate.
Wow.
So it has good people. It has the lowest crime rate. So it is a place everybody would love to be.
Wow.
And that's why we feel that I thank the people of Fort Portal, the people of Toro, people of Rwenzori, all those who have embraced my thinking and have moved along with me, and we have moved this far.
This is wonderful. So I'm among those people.
Yeah, sure.
And Kiki, today I prepared a small gift for you. It is a small portrait, but I know a gift is not small. Yeah. This is to appreciate you, to recognize you for the great work you have done. You have provided jobs for many. Thank you for creating up. Thank you for being innovative. Thank you for turning our town into a city. I know it's been sacrifice, working hard, and a lot behind the scenes. But I really want to appreciate you with my small gift. I think it is okay for the viewers to appreciate you with me, and this is it.
Oh.
This is in Fort Portal city.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes, very good.
I think you can view it very well. This
is
Fort Portal city, and that's it. Thank you, Honorable Alex RUHUNDA, Nikisoboka.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Yeah, God bless you.
God bless you too. And as I'm finishing, I want in 1 minute, tell people whatever we are doing, we have a creator. You know, people are getting so busy and they forget their creator. Do you think, do we need God in this, in whatever we are doing?
Well, God is supreme, is omnipotent, and is the reason we are.
Yes.
So we don't need, we must recognize and realize that God created us for a purpose.
Yes.
But at the same time, we should not relate with God in a way like we feel there are people who think they over disturb God.
Okay.
You know, because God created, He gave you the bride. God only wants you to appreciate.
Okay.
To appreciate Him.
To thank Him.
Yes, you must thank God,
Okay.
and you thank God by doing the best things out of you.
Yes. Should do.
We should use the time when we are here on earth to do all the best out of us, the talents that God has given us,
Yes.
and then we appreciate God by thanking God.
Amen. That is wonderful.
Yeah.
So I'm so humbled. I thank you so much for having this time with us. I know you are a very busy person, but thank you for fixing me on your busy schedule.
Pleasure.
And we had this good talk show, and I will be humbled if God allows us next time to have the same time.
Yeah, there is plenty of ideas. Unfortunately, of course, this interview is limited in scope.
Yeah.
But there are many other ideas we can talk, topical issues.
Yes.
Which we can talk. I have not tackled the life skills.
Yes.
Where you know the wealthy and life skill, because the life skill is a wealthy. So we haven't talked it. So please, anytime
yes.
you are most welcome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, Akiki.
Welcome.
I'm so humbled.
Welcome, Amod.
God bless you. Bye viewers. Thank you. Please remember to subscribe and like the channel and share that video. Bye.